Yo, what's good, everybody? Tommy Papi here, and these are my deal breakers.
You're watching SBoy TV.
She is a different race than you. That is always ideal. I just feel like there's so much you can learn from different cultures, and they've got different positions that they prefer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta experiment. Also, if you're doing it for another race in a different country or whatever the case may be, you gotta represent your set, bro. You gotta put all in. You know what I mean? It's a difference. It's different. Her screensaver is her ex that passed away. So I got a funny story about that. There was this one time I was with a shawty. She was a white girl. And we was talking, yada, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. And we finally get back to her crib. And the moment that we we about to do the business, she's like, yeah, I had a partner that died like a year, no, it wasn't like a year, it was like last month. And I'm really sad about that. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I still went, got to see it through, you know what I'm saying? But I was still confused about the whole thing. So it's not a bad thing, it depends on the situation. She is never sober. I don't know, man. I don't know about that one. I understand why it's a lot of pain and suffering, but also all that pain and suffering went to the coochie, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you kind of get that feral energy, you know what I'm saying? But, mental health wise, probably not the best for you, you know what I'm saying? She is into conspiracy theories. See, I'm into conspiracy theories, so that's dope, but it's also like, how far is she gonna take it with y'all's relationship or y'all playing around or whatever the case y'all's situationship is, and if she's outside your house trying to figure out a conspiracy theory, that's not always a good idea. So I don't think I'm gonna go with that one, but we can still talk about conspiracy theories, shawty. I just might not invite you to my crib, you know what I mean? Are people born great or does their life experiences make them great? Damn. I think that you can be born into greatness for sure, but if you're not given the skills or you haven't built the skills to maintain that, you become the wonder child that was like cool in 5th grade, you know what I mean? If you were someone who takes your adversity or takes your opportunity and makes the best out of it and you continually see the lessons, experiences, all of that, it's gonna be great. I think you can do great things with that, and that's what makes you great, you know what I mean? She likes to role play during sex. I had one time, a shorty came, I told shorty I like Batman a lot, and the first time we get together, she's wearing a Batman hoodie, and she starts doing the voice. I'm like, I have such a confused feeling about this. We still, got to see it through, my boy. But, we just, it's a good thing. It's not a, just depends on what the role play is, though. And how far you're willing to take it. Her homegirls doesn't like you. Man, that's every time. That's just always going to be the case. You know what I'm saying? If they do like you, I think they like you for other reasons. You know what I'm saying? I think they might be trying to join in the fun. You know what I mean? But either way, that's just another day. She used to be a stripper. Call me Drizzy Drake. Call me Drizzy Drake. Let me save you, girl. You don't gotta do this no more. You know what I'm saying? You can have a nice home cooked meal, a home pole, and just a nice and some long pole. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it's just what we do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nothing wrong with being a stripper. She just has a bigger resume than most. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with a little mileage. Amen. She wants you to send her nudes. I'm a public figure, baby. I can't be doing that. I got. You know what I'm saying? If I be sending some shit and I'm trying to do some shit like this, you know what I'm saying, in the mirror, trying to slap that shit around, you know what I mean? And then that gets leaked, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it might bring prospects, but it's also like, you get seen that way. It's a mystery, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like to do it. I don't like to do it. And every time someone asks me, I'm like, you could just see me in person, but you can send it, you know what I mean? But it's not fair either way. What's something sexual that you've tried once and will never do again? Put your legs up over your head and start eating ass. I'm like, me? I'm the man. You can't do that to me. I didn't say anything, got to see it through, my boy. But I was just so appalled. I kind of left clutching my pearls and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, these women are fucking us now. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't believe in marriage. Me either, baby. Me either. Why we gonna let the government tell us we gotta do? I'll still do it for tax reasons. We out here trying to get this money. You know what I mean? She wants you to compliment her 3 times per day. I feel like you can't be doing the same compliment. You know what I'm saying? It's like the go-to as soon as you see them. But, I think that's not a deal breaker. That's not a deal breaker. She doesn't have custody of her children. What happened? You know what I'm saying? Were you beating old dude's ass? Was you doing something that you wasn't supposed to be doing? Like, is there money involved? Can I help you? You know what I'm saying? But I just need more research. I need more, more questions to be, to be answered. You know what I'm saying? She has a boy best friend. Boy, if you don't get your ass, I'm the boy best friend. The fuck? I ain't doing that shit. I'm sure that you have a wonderful relationship, but you know, I'm trying to have a wonderful relationship with you too, girl. That's all I'll say. Share 3 things your ex was really good at. Bro's trying to get me in trouble, bro. My ex was really good at spending my money, causing depression, and sloppy toppy. That's you know, and bless her heart. I'm sure she's doing wonderful things wherever she's at in life, but I don't want to be there. She loves to argue. That's how the best stuff happens. Sometimes you just got to start an argument just so you can get some wonderful makeup hanky panky, as they say. Sometimes you got to just like leave some clothes on the floor. You got to like, you know, leave a dish. You don't even leave it out on the sink. You just put it on the floor for no fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point, you just got to rage bait shawty. You know what I mean? She showers every other day. Hey. There's some days where it's like, you know, I like a little marination to my meat, but there's also some days that I like, you know, I feel like there might be too much seasoning, you know what I mean? And you know, for food, there's never too much seasoning, but for humans, there is sometimes too much seasoning, you know what I mean? Yo, everybody, this is Tommy Papi. That was my deal breakers. You can follow me everywhere on Tommy Papi, on Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, TikTok, all that. Check out my new song that just dropped, Brace Face Bay with Baby Bell. And yeah, man, shout out to SBoy Promotions. We out here. Appreciate y'all.